What's going on, you guys? So, today in this video, I'm going to be doing something a little different. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be doing a tier list video. Yeah, millions of people have already done this, but I don't care. Yeah, I decided to do lazy content today because, well, more of my creative ideas will be coming soon, and plus, I just wanted to take a break from uploading the skit videos that I'm uploading with my friends, which, by the way, for those of you who are following the channel, and if you guys are wondering if I'm going to be in the skits, I will be. Don't worry, it's not going to be just my friends only. I will be in the skits very soon, so don't worry about that, if you guys are a big fan of it, and if you guys are questioning about it. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing an anime tier list video, and not just any anime tier list video, we're doing an anime dub tier list video, specifically Shounen Anime Dub tier list. Now, I haven't seen anyone do this at all. Like, people would just do like an actual anime tier list, you know, just ranking like the best animes, you know, with best story, characters, all that stuff like that. But no one has done best dub performances or trash dub performances. And I'm gonna give you guys my opinion as to which dub is the best dub, basically meaning better than sub, a dub that's equal to the sub, a dub that's really good but not better than the sub, a dub that, you know, is really not that great, I just prefer sub, and a dub that's actually trash. So without further ado, let's get started. Oh, and also I forgot to mention that I haven't seen all of these animes. Some of these animes that you're seeing right here, I've only seen clips of. I haven't seen all of them. Like, I haven't full-on watched the show yet. Some of these shows, like for an example, Hunter x Hunter, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, One Piece, you know, those kind of animes, I've seen clips of. I haven't seen the show, but I usually, when I look at YouTube clips, I just judge them by the dub performances, so that's that. But anyways, without further ado, let's get started with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Now, I haven't finished the show yet, but I can tell you right now, it's better than sub. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, it's top tier dub, in my opinion. And a lot of people will probably agree with me on this. Like, there's just something good about Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Like, the performances are really good, and the voices really good too. I prefer Ed's voice in the dub. Somehow I just feel like it's way better. I feel like it's way mature. I just really love this dub. One of the best performances that I can go ahead and say is one of the best performances in this show is when Roy Mustang was using his alchemy on Envy. That shit, whoa. That shit is way better in the dub. And then of course there are other scenes in the dub where it's just like, yep, blow sub out of the water. So, yep, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, better than sub. Next up, we got Death Note. Now, I'm actually halfway done with the show, and I've seen clips of both the dub and the sub, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say, it's equal to the sub. Really, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter which language you choose for the show. This show is good in both dub and sub. My favorite performance, or should I say my favorite voice, is L. L's voice in the dub, it fits so perfectly, man. When he's cracking some jokes in that monotone voice, it's just hilarious to listen to.
Are you gonna eat that piece of cake?
Cake makes you fat. I'm not gonna eat any.
Actually, I found that you don't gain any weight as long as you burn calories by using your brain.
And Light's voice isn't that bad either. Light is, you know, pretty good in the dub as well. You can kind of tell that he's slipping, and with whoever is doing the performance of Light, you know, he does that so well. And the sub, same thing too. So that's why I put Death Note equal to sub. So it doesn't matter, you watch this dub or sub, both are great for what it is. So they're equally great. Next up, we have Demon Slayer. Now, this is where things kind of go downhill for me. I'm gonna go ahead and just say, I know some people are not going to like this opinion, but sub is better. Honestly, guys, I tried watching the dub. I tried watching the dub of Demon Slayer. I just couldn't. It was too painful for me. What was the problem? The problem was that Tanjiro's voice was just, oh man. It wasn't his voice, it was the acting. Like, it just sounded like he was reading off of a script. That's what it sounded like. You know, it didn't even sound like acting whatsoever. It just sounded like he was reading off of a script. I mean, yeah, obviously no duh, when you're voice acting, you're reading off of a script, but it doesn't sound convincing enough. It doesn't sound real enough. The rest of the cast, they do a pretty good job with the performances. It's just, Tanjiro just throws me off, you know, and I just switched to the sub. I've only watched like 3 episodes, I believe. Yeah, 3 episodes of the dub. Couldn't get into it because of Tanjiro's dub voice. I know some of you out there like Tanjiro's dub voice, and I respect that. In my opinion, I just don't like it. I just think, it just sounds like he's trying way too hard. So, Demon Slayer, sub is better, but you know what? At least some of the dub performances are good. It's just Tanjiro's voice is just, Alright, next up we got my favorite shonen anime, My Hero Academia. Yeah, I know, bad taste. I mean, here's the thing, My Hero Academia, it's getting better right now, I think. I've read a little bit of the manga, so everything is actually going pretty good so far than what it was before. Yeah, because My Hero Academia was such an average show. But we're not talking about that. We're going to be talking about if the dub is actually good for this show. And you know what? I'm going to say it. It's equal to the sub. This is one of the most popular dubs going on right now, and it's well deserved. Every character fits, you know, the voices of the characters fit so well, and the acting is pretty good. It's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's definitely not better than sub, but it's still pretty good. Now, when I first watched My Hero Academia, I was a little iffy on Deku's voice. You know, Deku's voice in season 1 just sounded way too whiny, and it sounded a bit irritating for me, but I wanted to get used to it because at least it wasn't bad voice acting like Tanjiro, you know what I mean? See, the reason why I dropped the dub for Demon Slayer was because the voice acting for Tanjiro was just blah, blah, you know? But with Deku, the voice acting is great. It's just the voice that just throws me off a bit. Season 2 though, his voice definitely does get better, and season 3, Justin Reiner, the voice of Deku, he perfected his voice for Deku in season 3. Now it sounds way better. Way better. So, for those of you who don't believe me, check out this voice evolution clip.
Okay, so this whole trash thing is really some kind of hardcore gym workout. And you're my trainer.
You're trembling. Todoroki, you haven't managed to put a single scratch on me yet. One for all. 100%! Detroit!
His voice has gotten a lot better in the English dub. So for those of you who dropped the English dub because of Deku's voice in season 1, give it another shot, because Deku's voice does get better and more mature over time. And the rest of the cast does a really good job too. My favorite character in the dub has to be Bakugo. This dude, oh my god. Clifford Chapman, holy shit. He puts in so much work to voice as Bakugo. He kills it as Bakugo. He puts in so much dedication to this character that every time, after he's done recording for Bakugo, he loses his voice. He even made a video just answering one of the questions, and one of the questions asked, you know, oh, do you lose your voice when voicing Bakugo? And like in the video, his voice was fucked up, and he said, as you could probably tell, my answer is yes. And everyone else sounds really good too. You know, All Might, Chris Sabat, Kirishima, Justin Cook, and then you got the others too, Uraraka, Aizawa sounds good too. Todoroki sounds fine too. Momo, a little mixed about her voice because I think she sounds a bit too grown, because you guys don't know Momo Yaorazu, she's like 15 or 16 I believe, and she sounds like she's in her 30s, but that's the only voice that I'm just kind of mixed about. But Deku, his voice has grown on me now. So again, if you guys have dropped the dub just because of Deku's voice in season 1, give it another shot. His voice, it's way better. So, yep, My Hero Academia equal to the sub. Alright, next up we have Dragon Ball Z. Now, we're just talking about the Dragon Ball series as a whole. And we're actually going to be talking about the Funimation dub. And I'm going to just say it, better than sub. I mean, come on, man. You can't go wrong with Dragon Ball's dub. I don't watch Dragon Ball, but I've seen clips of it. Obviously, the dub is very popular. So, the dub, blow sub out of the water, cause obviously Goku sounds like a fucking old woman in the sub. I mean, obviously it's because it is voiced by an old woman, but it just does not fit. It just does not fit the character in the sub. It just does not at all. Sean Shimo, he just puts in so much dedication to Goku, you know, with the screaming and shit like that. It's crazy. Honestly, I got nothing else to say about the Dragon Ball dub. I just say that it's pretty good. Really, really good. All right, next up we have Attack on Titan. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. It's really good, but it's not better than the sub. I don't understand why a lot of people hate the dub for Attack on Titan. I think Attack on Titan is one of the greater dubs going on right now. But the reason why I put at really good but not better than the sub is because there are some performances where I'm just like, the sub is better. But I think for the most part, Attack on Titan does a really good job with the dub performances. The only reason why people, well, actually there are two reasons why people don't like the dub for the show is because of Aaron's voice, which is voiced by Bryce Papenbrook, and Aaron's Titan roar. So I'm actually gonna give you guys my thoughts on Aaron's dub voice. I'm mixed about it. It's a mixed bag for me. There are actually some moments in the show where I think, hey, he actually sounds pretty fucking good.
Damn you! You traitors! Get away from us! Red bastards! I'll kill you where you stand!
But then in the other moments,
If you want to die, then just keep talking!
ooh, yikes, you could have done better. The problem with Aaron's dub voice, and seasons 1 through 3 to be exact, he just sounds too edgy. He over exaggerates his words, and it just sounds off to me. Again, there are some moments in the show where he sounds really, really good, but for the most part, it's just an for me. Everyone else sounds pretty good though. Mikasa sounds good. For some reason, people have a problem with Armin's dub voice. I think he sounds completely fine. There was actually one performance where I feel like the dub is done better than the sub. It's when Armin was getting burned by the Colossal Titan. The dub in that scene blows sub out of the water. Don't believe me? Take a look. Yeah. Chilling, right? And then you also got Levi. Levi sounds badass in the dub. He sounds so fucking cool in the dub. Hell, even the sub lovers will agree that, you know, the dub voice of Levi is just so fucking good. Erwin, ooh, sounds so good in the dub too. So everyone else, you know, Jean, Connie, Sasha, Reiner, Bertolt, Annie, everyone else, they sound really good in the dub. So Attack on Titan, it's a really, really good dub, but I don't think it's better than the sub. I still think the sub is superior, but you still gotta give respect to the dub voice actors. The dub is really good for Attack on Titan. It's just that Aaron's voice it's just mixed for me. Oh yeah, one more thing I forgot to mention is the Titan roar. A lot of people don't like the Titan roar in the dub. I actually like it. It actually sounds more like a gigantic monster than the sub version. In the sub version, it just sounds like a gigantic human being. Now I know it's supposed to make sense because Titans are supposed to be humans, but if you take Aaron, a Titan with powers, it makes sense if he's gonna sound unnatural, you know? So that's why I actually like the dub roar on Attack on Titan. The dub roaring is actually not bad. It's actually pretty good. So Attack on Titan, dub, really good, but not better than sub. All right, next up we got Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm on the 5th episode right now, and I'm gonna tell you guys some right now. A lot of people are gonna disagree with me on this, but the dub is trash. And this really, really pains me to put it on trash, because here's the thing, right? There are actually some characters that do sound good in the dub, like for an example, I forgot this character's name. Again, I just started Jujutsu Kaisen, so, you know, I'm not like fully into it yet. Like the animation is really cool, you know, love the animation, love the story. It's just that the characters still trying to learn their names and shit. Yeah, I know, pathetic, but again, still trying to get into it. The guy with the blindfold sounds really good in the dub, but everyone else just sounds like they're trying way too hard, you know? It's the same problem with Demon Slayer. See, at least with Demon Slayer, the rest of the cast sounds really good, While here in Jujutsu Kaisen, almost everyone just sounds like they're trying way too hard. Like it just doesn't really sound like good acting at all. So that's why I put it at trash. I do have respect for the people that do watch this dub. You know what I mean? So I respect you guys if you guys watch the dub for Jujutsu Kaisen. But for me personally, I just don't like the dub. You know, it just, ooh, everyone's just trying their hardest, man. You know, and again, it pains me to say that because, man, I really wanted to like the dub for this show because the animation for Jujutsu Kaisen, oh my god, it's god tier. And I obviously want to look at that than the subtitles. But yeah, the dub for me is just it's not hitting it for me. So yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen, just put it in trash. All right, so I'm actually gonna be doing one more. I'm gonna be doing part 2 of this soon, but for the last one, we got Mob Psycho. Now, a lot of people don't really talk about the dub for Mob Psycho. This dub is equal. I'm gonna just say that right now. This dub is equal. I think what really makes the dub for me is Reigen's voice. Reigen's voice is just so funny to listen to in the dub. I forgot the actor's name, but oh my freaking lord, he absolutely kills it as Reigen. Hell, I'm gonna say it's better than the sub.
Look, I'm a commoner, and I'm much more powerful than any of you will ever be. So tell me, what the hell does that make you?
Mob's isn't bad either. You know, some people like to talk trash about Mob's voice in the dub. I think it's fine for what it is. You know, obviously when Mob is being all shy and shit like that, he just sounds like just a little innocent cinnamon roll.
Nuh-uh. I thought all that was you sending the evil spirit after those two.
However, when he gets serious, oh my god, he sounds like a fucking badass.
If the policy of your religion is to kill outsiders, come at me with everything you've got. You might find that task a hell of a lot easier than making me laugh.
Mob Psycho, I just think it's equal to the sub. You know, really, really good stuff. So, that's it. That is part 1 of my tier list for dubs. If you guys agree with me, let me know in the comments below. Yeah, I definitely stand by it. With Jujutsu Kaisen though, I mean, I don't... See, even though I think most of the characters are trying way too hard, there are some performances that sound really good. I don't think it's, you know what, I'm gonna move it to sub is better, because it's not like it's like 90s anime, you know what I mean? You know, because obviously, you know, with 80s and 90s anime, it just doesn't sound good in the dub. It just sounds so bad, you know, because as you guys know, old school dubbing is not good. It's not good at all, for real. So you know what, yeah, I'll put Jujutsu Kaisen at sub is better. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this tier list video. If you guys enjoyed this video and if you guys agreed with this list, smash that like button. And if you guys want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.